Introducing the Concord travel system. What we have here is a full-size pushchair, and we also have the car seat to go with it as well. The Concord Fusion pushchair comes complete with a rain cover. What you'll find is it does colour tone with the colour of your pushchair, and it is edged all the way around again with that same colouring, so it does blend in very well around the sides especially. What you'll find is you've got air vents either side. It does fit on nice and neatly all the way around, and what you'll also find on the front part, you've actually got quite a large flap that opens out, and if you want to, you can actually just Velcro that back. So if you are around stores and things like that where you don't want them to be toe enclosed, then what you will allow is a bit of airflow to go round there. Now, just removing off that, it's just Velcro around the back, so it's nice and easy just to undo. What you will find is it does actually come in a nice storage bag on the back of your pushchair. So that will secrete away nice and neatly, or alternatively you have got quite a large storage basket underneath, you could store it inside there. And then it would free off all of this storage in the back, which is quite a large pocket area, if you do want to store things like, I don't know, keys, mobile phone, cash, anything like that. Now, starting with your pushchair, you have got adjustable handle on here. So it is padded, but it will go quite low, or if we have got a taller partner, we can accommodate that. Your hood part is just plain colour on the top here, and you have a huge area where you can actually see through, so you can see baby and see what's going on with them. You'll also find that you can unzip the side and the back, and I will show you later where the whole thing will come off, and that will be just like a sun canopy in the summertime, and again it will allow that airflow to go all the way through. Now, this is suitable from newborn. It does lie completely flat, and all that it is just like a strap method on the back here, lays nice and flat for your newborn. It has got adjustable footrest, and that's just 2 clips on the side here. And it's almost like a double thickness fabric that you've got on the inside of your pushchair as well. So that is nice and easily removable with just press studs, so you can wipe that down nice and easily. Again, it just press studs off from the side. We have got a full 5-point harness inside here, and you have got padded shoulder straps and also a padded crutch strap as well, and that's all fully adjustable. So as I say, to sit it back up, all that you have is just this strap method on the back here, and all that happens is you just pull on that and that will allow it to go back up. Now, we have got swivel wheels on here. It's just a locking off clip on the side, so you just twist that round, that will allow you to have swivel wheels. Locking off position for when we're going over heavier terrain. So grass, gravel, cobbles, sand, anything like that, always lock off your wheels. Rear wheels are removable. So what you'll find is you just need to squeeze into the centre, and that will come off nice and easily. Just squeezing again, twisting to make sure you've got it back into the right position. Brake on the back will lock off your system nice and easily for you. And what you'll also find is it's very, very easy to fold down. Clips on the side here, all that you do is pull them both up together, and then what happens is the whole thing just goes forward. The choice is yours. You can either lean forward or, like I have, just tip it up towards you. And what you'll also find is it has got a locking off clip just on the right hand side here. Now, that does not make that quite small, but what you'll find is if you do want to make it even smaller, adjust your handle down. It just makes that an even smaller package, so standing that, it will go into most boots quite easily. I'm just going to lean it against me just to adjust the handle up, because what you'll find is if you do try to put it up, your hood comes in the way. So just open that out, releasing off the clip on the side, and then all you need to do is just make sure that you open it all out, and it does lock back out again. And we're up and ready for going. The Concord Ion car seat. What you'll find is this is a first stage car seat, so it's from newborn up to approximately 13 kilos. And what you'll find is we do actually have an extra padded seat part that goes on the inside here. You've also got a 5-point harness, and you've also got padded straps to go over the shoulder, and also padded strap at the crutch as well. Now, what you'll find is when you do come to release it off, you have a little button underneath here. All you do is press on that, and that will release off your strap to allow baby on or out. And then to tighten off, just squeeze to tighten that up for them. So with this car seat, you do get this nice little hood that goes with it, but it's got quite a clever little feature too. It just slides onto the side, and if you wanted to, that would actually go into the side of your car and actually stop the sun from going onto your baby if you wanted to do that. So dual purpose for that. And also you do have, hiding on the back, a little opening if you do want to keep it, nice little pocket, tucks it away so that you don't go and lose that. Now, if we are going to fit the car seat, what you will need to do is drop the handle forwards, which will be touching the back of your seat. And what you have is just a tiny little button on the side here. You just squeeze that, and that will allow that to drop down. So obviously rearward facing, as we discussed a moment ago, just line that up. And what we're doing is just putting the seat belt through where the blue routing is, which is just either side of your child, the lap belt going over the top of the child's legs. Clicking into position, and all that you need to do is just pull that in a little bit tighter, and then the seat belt goes all the way around the back, and what you have is like a locking off clip on the back of here. Release that off, and it goes between, and you have actually got a little bit of extra friction in the back here to hold that in position. So before we lock that off, just put your hand on the top of the seat, giving as much pressure as you can just to snug in, and what will happen is as you pull on your seat belt, pulling it back into the inertia, it will just snug that into your seat. And when we've got that bit of extra tension on there, all you're doing is locking that up, and what will happen is that will just lock into position and make that nice and secure. The test is, without the child being in, let's make sure it does lock off on your seat belt. It is doing that. And to make sure it's nice and secure against the seat, we've got no movement. And that's a very, very good fit. And then to take it out, all that you're doing, pulling on that, release your clip, allowing that to fall around the back, release off your seat belt, just flipping that through, all the way out, and then again, all that you need to do is squeeze your button, put your handle up, and away you go with baby. The Concord Ion car seat will attach onto your Fusion pushchair. Now what you will need to do to actually fit this onto your pushchair, you do need to remove the bar that's on the front, and that's just two little buttons on the front here. Squeeze and lift off, that comes off nice and easily. And then all that you need to do with your car seat is just clip that on. You've got two little adapters here which go into the openings which are just on the side of your pushchair, and that just clips into position nice and easily like so. To remove it from your system, you have a handhold underneath your handle. You just squeeze and lift, and it comes off as easily as that.